What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Sam Piker. This is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from Florence, Italy. I'm live and alive, everyone, and I'm using a Blue Yeti microphone, so obviously this is going to be a fucking throwback. Okay? I don't know what I sound like. I probably don't sound great. Yes. Firenze. The filter is sort of Parmesan colored. You sound like you're being held hostage. Well, it's a Blue Yeti, baby. It's crisp. It's crisp. This is the best you're going to get with a goddamn... This is the best you're going to get with a freaking silly-ass Blue Yeti. Okay, I don't care about the emails. Jesus Christ. If you are using a Blue Yeti mic, then your voice has changed. Maybe. Anyway, I'm live and alive. And, yeah. I wonder what I sound like. I have no idea what I sound like. I have a really super scuffed setup here in Italy. And, honestly, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I streamed, and I missed it. I missed it a lot. I was like, gotta do it. Gotta stream for the real ones out there. Yeah. There isn't too much going on in my life. Just kidding. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit. The super scuff setup was a gift for your brother. No, it's not. This is not my brother's setup. The parts of it are, but my brother's setup actually has like a solid ass microphone. And not only does he have a solid ass microphone, but he also has like mic arms and all this stuff. I didn't actually bring that because it's too big, and it's too much for like 5 days, So, oh, that's what happened to the color. All of a sudden, it just seems much nicer. Oof, I gotta take this off. It's hot. Please react to the no pixel mayoral debate. I'm going to unironically, Medici myself by eating a fucking poisoned apple because I've been gone for like 3 days. I'm in fucking Italy, and I already have absolute fucking baboons in the chat being like, dude, react to a no pixel debate. React to a no pixel debate that happened. And it's like, you have to be delusional. Like, you are the guy who does not understand social cues. Like, it's over. I'm back. I took a couple days off from streaming, and I'm so fucking back. We are so back. Just the absolute dumbest motherfuckers on the planet in the chat. Just literally, I'm 15 minutes in. I just turned the camera on. I've been gone for fucking 3 days, 4 days now. Last time I streamed was on Saturday, and there's already dumb motherfuckers in the chat being like, bro, react to the no pixel debate, dog. You missed out on so much going on in the world of no pixel. And it's like, no, man, I'm in the real world right now, okay? That's crazy. Anyway, here, as far as my content goes, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news, about what's going on in my life. And if I were to tell you there's not much going on, I'd be lying. Okay, I'd be lying. There has been a lot going on in the world of Hasanabi Piker. I didn't stream on Sunday. I spent a lot of that time just getting ready to go to Italy to fucking put this scuffed ass setup together, which, as you guys know, is scuffed, and didn't even achieve the ultimate goal of being able to offer you the same exact kind of quality. Chatty's an RP addict forced into the real world. Please be kind. No, not at all. No. it's not that I'm an RP addict. It's because I'm a normal human being. It's actually the exact opposite. Anyway, I was putting this stuff together, and I wanted to make sure that I could have the lightest setup possible. So I brought a light bar. I brought the Logitech camera. I brought the new laptop that I got, this Lenovo laptop, which is like definitely a powerhouse for sure. The laptop is very good. And I brought a Blue Yeti microphone, which is not the best microphone, I'll admit. Do you plan on going to the mountains and camp or hike? No. No. How much you paying customs? 0. It's a much better laptop than Trump's lawyer. Trump's lawyer's RGB laptop. What? Who does that in Italy? Lamau? I do that in Italy. Lamau. I'm doing that. I'm here with my family. I took my family to Italy. They wanted to do a vacation. We always do like we used to do family gatherings like this one. And so yeah, they wanted to go to Italy. So we're gonna be going to Rome. First we're in Florence, and then we're gonna go to Rome. And yeah, so Sunday I didn't stream because I was getting this setup ready, getting the setup sorted. And then on Monday I was flying. I was flying to France and then to Italy, so I couldn't stream at all. And then yesterday is Tuesday, last night, which was supposed to be Tuesday morning for you guys. I was planning on streaming. I like set it up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll be able to stream. It'll be fine. And I realized, like, ain't no fucking way, dog. I'm dying. Be sure to try the rare local delicacy known as pasta. I have so many opinions on Italy. I'm still very tired, but I was like, it's been too long. They're gonna forget about me. They're gonna forget I exist. I can't have that. And also, I felt withdrawals from not seeing my chat. So, and not seeing my community. Hold on, I'm logging on to Twitter on my computer. So that's the reason why I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it for myself, and I have to do it for my chat, but mostly for you guys. You should be more appreciative of me. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's what I mean. It's just, wait, where the hell is the display? Oh, here it is. My freaking Twitter is like, my freaking Twitter is not in dark mode, and I need to fix that real quick. Where is it? Where is it? Display. Dim. Okay, very nice. I did it. Very nice, I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay. I've been doing Narcos Pablo Escobar meme for the last 2 days of the Hasanabi broadcast. You have to go to the Uffizi Museum in Florence, literally best museum I've ever been to. Gelato tier, you are in Italy. Gelato tier lists when you're in Italy. That sounds like a fucking banger idea. I should do that. I should go to a bunch. I should hit up a shit ton of gelato spots on an IRL stream. Have you asked any times what they think of America yet? No. I have seen some Hasanabi heads out here, which is, I guess, surprising to me, but it shouldn't be surprising maybe. I don't know. Pistachio gelato, Hasan, you need to. I love pistachio. I am Turkish, remember? Wrong thing turned on. I am Turkish. We love pistachio. We put pistachio in shit all the time. Oh, mamma mia, Hasanabi heads in Italia. It's true. It's so crazy. You should try the schiatta at Antico Vinao. Dude, everyone, from what I understand, every single person is like, every single person is just like, loves Florence. Like, Florence is the #1 spot, it seems. Like, the amount of people that hit me up and were like, dog, you're in Florence, that's my favorite place on the planet. Like, let me tell you what's really good. And it's like, as soon as we landed in Italy, Marat made a really interesting point that I kind of agree with, and it's going to cause a rift in this community and maybe across the board. I think Italy is incredible if you didn't grow up in like a similar environment like Istanbul. Because when you grow up in Istanbul, like, Italians are so Turkish, dude. Italians are literally Turks with like extra Christian culture. Like, they're just over the top Catholic Turks. I'm not even fucking kidding. They are. This is the most Turkish nation. I know I say that all the time, but it's literally the most Turkish nation of all time. First of all, they look Turkish as fuck. So that's #1. Okay? They look Turkish as hell. Okay? #2, they always use the hand. Okay? Always use the hand when they're talking. 3, love sexually harassing people. Also incredibly Turkish quality. Love sexual harassment. Okay? That's a big one. And that's a big one, if you will. Right? And, I don't know. It's just like, it is so, they're just so fucking Turkish, dude. They're so Turkish coded. I don't know what else to say about it other than the fact that they're so goddamn Turkish coded. It's like you have 1,500 years of culture. On the one hand, you have like 1,000 years of culture. And then on the other hand, you have the most dog shit ass fucking buildings that they've propped up, like new ones. Okay? And it's just like all the new buildings outside of downtown Florence is awful. Okay? It's just so bad, and it literally looks like Ankara. And then you get into Florence, and it's like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, it's so pretty. But like every building outside of downtown Florence is so ugly, it looks, I'm not even saying Istanbul, I'm saying Ankara, okay? That's how fucking boring and shitty like the normal apartments are in Florence. And when we were first like leaving the airport, which is so funny because like the Florence airport is basically like, it's basically like a 3 cow ass airport. Like, you know what I mean? There's like 4 luggage areas, and you get out of there and you're like expecting there to be customs and shit because you're like, I just arrived in fucking Europe, right? But I forgot that I'm already in like the Schengen area. So for me, it's like they don't give a fuck. It's like a cheat code, dog. If you want to go to Europe and like don't want to fucking be hassled, just like go and take a 1-hour connecting flight to like some, you know, backwater ass, small ass fucking area. And like it's basically a cheat code. No customs, no waiting in line, no nothing. You just like walked outside, which was crazy. But yeah, what the fuck, swap time zones Hasanabi. ODTÜ'ye gelirsen Ankara güzel derdin. Ulan ODTÜ'yü bilmez miyim amına koyayım? Biz de orada yaşadık kaç sene. Anyway. But yeah, we arrive in fucking Firenze, okay? And it's very chill. First of all, you get out of the airport. It's a tiny ass airport, which is awesome. I love small airports. You get out of the fucking airport, and immediately there's just a train, which is so sick. There's just a straight up train right there. They're like, hey, you want to get on the train? Of course, we didn't take it because I had a shit ton of equipment with me. And we had no idea where the fuck we were going. We had to figure out where the hotel is and stuff. So I call an Uber. Classic Hassan move. Call an Uber. Apparently, there's not a lot of Ubers in Firenze. It's only like these massive Mercedes vans. And this lady's just like sitting in the spot for like, it says 8 minutes out. And we're like, okay. And then 8 minutes go by and I'm like, okay, it's still 8 minutes out. What the fuck's going on? And I'm just waiting like, okay. Still 8 minutes out, another 8 minutes passes. We text her like, what's going on? What the fuck's happening? She texts me back, coming soon. And I was just like, what do you mean coming soon? Like, is this a fucking movie? Like, where are you? She said coming soon. Yo, it's been like 25 minutes. I'm waiting on this fucking Uber. And she's like, coming soon. I was like, all right, this place is ridiculous. This is a fucking ridiculous country. Okay? Fun fact, Taxi Lobby basically killed Uber in Italy. Yeah, everybody says that Uber doesn't work here. Like, they act like, if you ask Italians, like, if they have Uber here, they say, no, there is no Uber. Anyway. Yes, Taxi Lobby killed Uber in most EU countries. Anyway, so then the fucking Uber finally shows, oh, I cancel, and then I call it again. But because there's like 8 Ubers in the entire goddamn country, in the entire goddamn city, it's the same woman again. So then this time we wait another fucking 8 minutes. She finally shows up. 34 MKD50. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs, by the way. So she finally fucking shows up, and I'm like, all right, it's not so bad. You know, please don't call them wondering why. You know, it's not so bad. We're here. Right? We made it. So we get in. We fucking, we get an Uber. We get to the hotel. The hotel, this is the tiniest hotel room on the planet. I'll just tell you guys, let me tell you something. I think this is like a former women's prison or something. My mom chose it. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, you know, it's like, this is your thing. You love Florence, you love Rome, you love Italy, you love art. Please get us a hotel room that's like very nice so I can stream out of it, right? And, you know, money is no object, right? So my mom took that, and instead of getting us like a fancy hotel, she got us a hotel that she wants, which is, of course, right in the middle of the fucking action. So we're in smack dab in the middle of, like, we're next to the dome, okay? We are literally on top of the motherfucking dome. She, like, picked the best location. And, of course, if you're on top of the dome, it's going to be it's basically, like, you know, it's super tight. There's a lot of, there's shortage for rooms here. The Duomo. Si, signore. Signore. The Duomo. Stream with a window view, please. No, you can't, because the buildings are fucking tiny, and I'm looking at a courtyard. So I can show you, like, the outside. I can try and show you what the fuck's going on out here. Okay? Hold on, I'm gonna do that in a sec. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. 1 second. No, I'll show you. I don't give a fuck. We're leaving soon anyway. Look at this. Can you even tell? That's outside for me. It's loud as fuck too. Oh god. It's nice and cold though, at least. I can't control the climate in this room. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, I'm looking directly at a fucking wall, an Italian wall. A wall with a light right next to it. Okay? So I was like, I'm thinking, you know, we're gonna go to fucking Four Seasons, right? Four Seasons, Firenze. We're gonna live like fucking Caesar. I'm thinking I'm thinking she's gonna order, like, she's gonna get this, like, incredible fucking room, and we're gonna have people, like, feeding us grapes and shit, you know what I mean? No, I'm looking at the fucking landscaping, dude. The room is so tiny. I don't know how to describe it. Okay? I'm thinking, like, we're gonna be fucking living, like, I'm gonna be eating while I lay down. That's what I thought. I thought I'm only gonna fucking lay down flat and eat like the Romans did, right? Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna get goiter and shit. Turns out, I'm looking at one light bulb outside. That's all I got. That's my fucking view. Okay? And it's like, my mom chose it, of course, because not goiter, gout. Sorry, I said goiter. Different thing. You're not the emperor, little bro? Yeah, I thought we were gonna live I thought I was gonna live La Vida Loca. Okay? I thought we were living La Vida Loca, okay? Turns out, we're not. We're not living large at all, and we're only living, I mean, we're fucking wheeling my mom around because she can't walk, so she's on a wheelchair. So, like, it's been a bit of a nightmare in many different ways. It's kind of funny. She loves to travel. She loves Italy. So, like, you know, her baker cyst is, like, popped the fuck off, so she can't really walk that well, which is fine. It's whatever. But Italy, not exactly the most fucking ADA approved area, okay? Especially because, like, guess what, dude? These motherfuckers did not plan the city for wheelchairs at all. It's all cobblestones and shit. Okay? So I'm literally fucking pushing my mom through these goddamn cobblestone fucking streets. And you know, it's not into these buildings, many of which don't have accessibility. So that's what happens when you plan the fucking city in, like, you know, 1 BC, okay? Like, nobody out there was thinking, like, oh, what's gonna happen if you can't walk that well? You know, they just kind of killed you, I assume. Okay? So, anyway, so basically I'm, like, pushing her everywhere, which I realized is, like, we realized earlier today, like, while we were having dinner, is, like, the worst of both worlds, because honestly, like, that means my mom can preserve her energy because she's fucking sitting down the whole time. We're expending more energy because we're pushing her around everywhere, okay? And she's a dynamo when it comes to these sorts of things. So, literally, I spent this entire fucking day. Guys, I woke up at, like, 8. I couldn't really sleep that well last night. So, I've just been watching a lot of Breaking Bad, okay? I'm playing a lot of Red Dead 2 and also... playing a lot of Red Dead 2 and also playing some Death Stranding, watching not Breaking Bad, sorry, Better Call Saul, not Breaking Bad. I keep saying Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul. And I woke up early as hell in the morning. We went to see the Dome first thing in the morning at like 8 a.m. Okay? And then afterwards, after we saw the Dome, came back to the hotel, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go work out. Worst gym of all time. I went and I worked out for a little bit, and then my mom was like, okay, we have a busy day ahead of us. I was like, oh god, what the fuck does that mean? Turns out she wasn't lying. Yo, she was not lying, son. It was a busy ass fucking day, okay? I'm jet lagged as shit. I didn't sleep at all last night, and woke up at 8 a.m. to see the motherfucking Dome. All right, I now hate the Medici, okay? I hate the Medici family. Fuck the Medici family, okay? Oh god. Straight up, dude. Straight up. Let me just tell you. Like, I get it, bro. You guys fucking financed everything, okay? Oh, big deal. Look at this fucking old ass church. Did you know this church was designed in like 1438? And I'm like, come on, man. I'm so fucking tired. Anyway, the point of the story is, you were in the greatest country on earth, bro. I wouldn't say that. It's nice though. It is very nice. Okay, I gotta blast off real quick. Live from Italy. It's me, Luigi. One thing I will say is that like I have been significantly less online, which has been awesome. I do feel much more chill. I feel much better. Like my brain feels better. You know what I mean? Like that has certainly been a good thing for me. Oh my god, this internet's the hotel internet is so funny. My download speeds are awful, but my upload speed is like fire, so I can at least like stream, which is usually a major problem is the upload speed, right? Turns out now when your download speed's not great, you can't really download shit. Like I've never had these issues before when I'm streaming, but like because the download speeds are kind of shit, it fucks up sometimes. Anyway, is it just time away from streaming, also time away from social media? No, it's not just time away from streaming, it's time away from social media that's been really good. I think like I think straight up time away from stream is whatever, but the major thing is time away from social media. That's definitely what it is. Social media is awful, dude. Here, by the way, I blasted off. Oh, Florence food. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Hold on. Alright, let's blast off. Thank you, Bomb Lefts, for the blast off photo. That's pretty fire. What was I gonna say? Kai is a menace to Ray. Oh my god. I miss my little baby so much. Oh my god. There's so many dogs here. Yo, Italy is the most dog-friendly motherfucking country on the planet. Holy shit. Oh, Angry Nimrod. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. And 34 MKD 50 with another 50 big ones. Or not 50. Or is it 50? I don't know. Holy moly. You're out of control here. Fix your mic, Azan, shaking my head. I'm going to headbutt you through the fucking computer, okay? Fuck you. No, I do not plan on reacting to the Grand Theft Auto mayoral debate. What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all are so silly, bro. I'm not kidding. I feel like people are doing this on purpose. They must be. They must be coming in here and being like, come on. This is it. This is it. This guy, he's back. Gotta be as annoying as I physically, humanly possibly can. Right? That's what it is, right? Be honest. Be honest, right? You're like, oh, I haven't talked to daddy in so long. It's been days. I haven't heard from him. I haven't seen from him. I missed him. And what did I miss the most? Having him fucking react to the dumbass shit that I have to say in the chat and get yelled at. Okay? Anyway. Kai turned off Ray's PC. Wait, really? You saw the offline chat, man. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on there. That was weird. Also, what? This is such a weird link you sent me. This link just goes directly to my... This just goes to my posts. Yeah, people were just doing Pepe claps or some shit. They're being annoying on purpose. You should get used to it since it's a classic Italian tradition. Yeah, chat's missed me because, like, you know, they were hanging out with family and they hate that, obviously, and they didn't get to feel like they belong somewhere, you know, which is in this chat. So I suspect that's the big that's part of the reason, right? I assume that's a big part of the reason. why chat is behaving this way, even though I've been gone for a minute. All right, here. This is what this is what I sound like right now, and this is what I used to sound like.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Do I sound the same? The Blue Yeti is so shit. Yo, it won't even fucking... Oh my lord. See, this is what I mean. It won't download. It won't fuck... My internet's so bad. So much better quality than right now. You sound ass as fuck right now. Why do you guys do this? Why do you do this? That pasta is undoing your HRT? What? What does that even mean? I don't even understand what you're talking about. Like, we're so back. We're so back, dude. We are so fucking back. Like, I don't know if this means, like, I'm getting fat. If this means that, like, I'm getting balder or something. I don't know. No, you don't. You literally sound better than the Blue Yeti in 2019. I know this. I've watched far too much old song content. Jesus Christ, I'm the expert. You just sound less bassy. You're fine, brother. This is why. Maybe it wasn't social media. Maybe it was being away from stream that is like better for my mental health. Streams have gotten mentally draining, for sure. Charles be like, welcome back, we missed you. Your hairline sucks, you're fat as fuck, and also, yeah, that's it. Please react to some shit that is completely irrelevant to your life at this very moment. It's great. Genuinely hate how fucking toxic chat gets when you're away. We get it, being annoying is your only personality trait, chatters. Yeah. So, come do production labor, much love. I don't even know what that means. Okay. So, do you feel like you're in Assassin's Creed? I've never actually played the Italian ones, I don't think. I know that was like popping for a lot of people. Like a lot of people watch that, and a lot of people know Italy from the Assassin's Creed. But those are I never played though. I played the first one. But yeah, Ezio's the best one. What the fuck? Yeah, people were like memeing saying like I'm making Assassin's Creed references when I was talking about what's the other family, not the Medici, but the other one. People are like, oh my god, he's talking about no, not Borgia. No, the Pazzi or whatever. Yeah, the Pazzi. No, not the Borgias. And it's like, no, man, that's not from the fucking game. That's from like real history, which the game is inspired by. Like they were the ones who were like fighting the Medicis. But now I'm actually on board with them instead, cuz like god damn, bro, these motherfuckers, they're so rich. They are so freaking rich, dude. Oh my lord, it is crazy out here. Let me tell you something. Okay? First of all, here. Let's start here, okay? I didn't bring a lot of clothes because I thought I'm going to Italy. That's like where you get clothes, right? Turns out I was wrong. Nothing fits me. Okay, so like I fucked up. This is the only jacket that I brought because it was like the first one that I grabbed out of the closet. Okay, so now I look like an asshole, and I don't even have a fucking jacket for winter. Then we went to a bunch of churches and stuff, a bunch of chapels, and Michelangelo, 100% in the muscle mommies, probably gay as hell. Okay, like I've never seen such yoked women. Look at this. I mean, he also made the babies yoked too, which I think is weird. But yeah, he made everybody yoked as fuck. Bro, the babies were jacked. The babies were fucking so yoked. It's odd. Anyway, he's bi for sure. He's an arts major. Yeah, bro. Michelangelo 100% would have had a septum ring. Okay? Michelangelo, exactly the type of motherfucker who would have a septum ring. Let me tell you. And then, yeah, we went to the politics area, like where the political government building is. And then I found this vault. I don't know why I'm talking about it like I found it, like it was a secret or some shit. I mean, it's like one of the rooms that you can go to and see. I found a photo of a dog pooping, which I thought was kind of funny. This is literally a fucking tapestry, or not a tapestry, but like it's on the wall, man. It's in the fucking government building. Like, how crazy is that? What are Italians doing? Italians are on some other shit. And then this is a death mask. It's the guy who founded hell. He wrote, yeah, Dante's Inferno. You know, like the video game. Yeah, he invented hell, which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. But that's his death mask, which is again another very weird Italian thing, or I guess like a very weird Roman thing. That like dude, oh my god, Italians are so religious, bro. Like honestly, they are so into fucking religion. It's weird. And I think because they're Christian, you don't really think about it. But also, they're not even like really into religion. I feel like they're just simply into like the aesthetics of the religion. Like they're like this. Look at this building. There's 11 chapel in the building, and I'm like, why? Why are there so many fucking chapels? And then they're like, yes, this is a bone. A bone of Saint John the Baptist is inside of the dome. And I'm like, that's weird. People need to fucking not do that. Why are you pointing to that in a very proud way? Like, and then my mom was talking about it, and she reminded me, like, we have the same shit, like in the Muslim world too, where they'll be like, this is Prophet Muhammad's like beard or some shit. You know what I mean? And like I guess it's not just like a Catholic thing. It's like a religious thing in general, where they're just like, they love. Oh my god, bro. They love cutting up the fucking saints. Okay? They love cutting up the saints into bits and pieces, grave robbing, cutting up their own goddamn saints into bits and pieces, and then putting their pieces of bone inside of religious artifacts. Yeah, straight up. I mean, it's pretty metal when you think about it. But there's going to be relics in all cathedrals, Hassan. Yeah, for me, I was like, that's crazy that they just have like, I'm looking at the vertebrae of some saint. Like, what the fuck? Don't you guys find that odd? Like, we went to the chapel that Michelangelo finished, I guess, and then the other guy originally made it. What was it? There's another famous architect. The Medici family wanted to make a chapel. No, not the Sistine Chapel. You fucking weirdos. I'm in Firenze. I'm in Florence. Okay? Everybody's like, who's the Sistine Chapel? No. No, Bruno Leschi. Is it? Bruno Leschi. Yes, thank you. The saint of backbone for those who pray carrying heavy loads. Dude, let me tell you something. Yeah, Bruno Leschi. The only man. The only man who can complete the dome. There is no better architect. But yeah. Anyway, they it was weird. It's weird as fuck. We went into this like, Medici family church, right? And first of all, they just kind of left. Like Michelangelo was like, I'm not gonna finish this," which is weird. So there's just like a church that's unfinished in the middle of the fucking city, and it's the oldest church. It's supposed to be the oldest church in the fucking city, and everywhere around the churches are like insane. Okay, you go to Italy, you look at the churches, they're like, "What the fuck, dog? Why'd you guys spend so much money on this shit? Why would you do that? What an insane thing." Okay, and then like the Medici family was like, "This is our family church. This is gonna be very important." Okay, this is very important. We have to make sure we finish this church. And then Michelangelo, for one reason or another, was like, "Nah, dog, it's all good." So like the outside of the church is just completely unfinished. So it literally looks like a church from the fucking 10th century, next to like all these fat churches, right? But then you go inside of the church and you're like, "Oh my god, why did they spend so much fucking time on this? Why did they spend so much money on this?" Like, dude, it's so crazy. The amount of, like, they were just flexing, bro. The Medicis were just fucking flexing on the goddamn peasants. They were like, "Oh, yes, we have all of the loans. It's not a usury. Only Jews do that. We do something different. We buy the Pope. We buy the church. It's a very good. It's okay. It's a totally normal when we do it because we're good Catholic Christians." And then like, and I still haven't been able to figure out why the fuck the Medici are different than like Jewish people and the type of usury that they engaged in. But I guess it's because they weren't like going, they were just simply loaning. They were the bank without actually any usury whatsoever. Okay, and then so they were basically like, "We're doing the same thing that normally Jewish people do, but we're doing it in a non-Jewish way, so we're good." Jews, on the other hand, they caused the Black Plague, like that sort of shit. That's what they were on, basically. Okay? It literally feels to me like it was just some anti-Semitic shit, where it just feels like they're like, "Oh yeah, we're also the bank, but also we're not Jewish, so, that's different. It's totally different type of banking." Anyway, but then they had so much fucking money. They had so much goddamn money. So what did they fucking do? They just like built these insane fucking chapels. Okay? And I was thinking, like, let me tell you something. If I don't know, what are the Italian professions at the time? Textile worker, pirate, gay, right? All the three main Italian jobs at the time in the Medici era is homosexual guy who fucks the people in the Vatican, okay, textile worker, and then pirate. So if I'm one of those three professions, okay, and I'm broke as fuck, I'm just broke all the goddamn time, and then I see these motherfuckers building this palazzo, this fucking crazy ass chapel down the street, and I'm like, "What is this? Like, I don't have enough money for the pizza, and you're fucking building this bitch ass thing." I would burn it down. I'd be like, "Nah, fuck this." I don't understand how for so long people just like kind of looked at these guys and they were like, they were on some prosperity gospel shit. I know that that's like Protestant as hell, but like the Catholics were on that prosperity gospel shit too, because like it feels to me like they had, I mean, they just spent so much goddamn money on like the craziest shit. And there's so much poverty at the time too, and it just doesn't make any sense to me how nobody was like, "Wait a minute, like why are these guys getting marbles from literally like rare earth minerals to put in their fucking chapel when I don't have enough money to eat? What the fuck's going on?" I would be like, "That's crazy. Let's eat those guys instead." How the fuck did nobody go, "Oh my god, this god shit is crazy"? It seems like they actually went in the exact opposite direction, where they were like, "Oh no, a lot of this god stuff, we've strayed away from godliness with all this vanity. Let's burn the art instead," which is a totally different tangent that I won't even get into, because it's like That's the one thing you're not supposed to do. It's like you can have the art and the indulgence and all this stuff, but then also simultaneously, distribute it a little bit better. Anyway, so half of the Medici got literally genocided inside of the church by the Pazzi. But yeah, but those guys aren't great either. Anyway, those are doing the same shit. They were on that same shit. But yeah. Bonfire of the Vanities. No, but I don't like that either. I feel like art is good and important, and you shouldn't burn the stuff down. I mean, after all, look at this. Look, I mean, come on. That's literally in the government building. That's art, baby. Can't live with it, can't live without it type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, the dog is yoked. You'd be yoked too if you were trying to poop like that. You should really check out the Palace of Caserta if you end up going south. The Bourbons nearly bankrupted the Kingdom of Naples in the 1700s. A fuck you to the King of France. They built Versailles but made it bigger. Hassan, that is a clue to the Da Vinci Code. All I'm saying is the American Protestant mind could not come up with a dog taking a shit. Okay? The American Protestant mind could not cultivate enough artistic mass to be able to put such an uplifting fresca inside of a government building. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. I know I'm hyper focusing on the dog shit too much, but it is pretty funny to me. So, have you seen shops selling all the Pope merch yet? No, I haven't. The only thing I've seen is a Twitch Prime. They're giving Twitch Primes out at the top of the hour for free. Yeah. Murat, your audio quality isn't great, and there's background noises coming from somewhere. I don't know. Well, the background noise is coming from the fact that my window's open, because there's a nice Italiano breeze coming into my room. Maron. But also, there's not much I can do. Sakura Gore, thank you, Sakura Gore, for the 10-tier gifted subs and 34 MKD 50 for the 50 gifted subs, allowing 60 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. It's the 3-minute ad break now. You're right. Hello, here it is. Bill Vogue. Dude, wait till you see St. Peter's in Rome. It's out of control, over the top. I mean, I saw Sagrada Familia and that's it. I mean, it's obviously modern, so it's different. But one other thing, bro. One other thing. Italians, they want to be anonymous user. Thank you for thinking this host. They want to be Muslim so bad. What's up with these domes, dog? What's up with these fucking domes? You feel me? Oh, look at me. I got a big ass dome. It's like, yeah, dude, I know. I grew up in Istanbul. I don't know if you know that, but Ayasofya is there. Okay, a lot of mosque style domes. Oh, look at how big of the dome. And it's like, bro, you just want to be Islam. You want to be Islam so bad. Don't even fucking play with me, okay? That's Byzantine law. I know. They want to be Islam so bad, too. Churches predate mosques. I know. I'm kidding. Yeah, the top of the hour bell. Did you hear it? That's why Turkish is low-key easiest, because the Ottomans spread through everything. Did you really give Hagia Sophia as a mosque example? Yes, bro. I'm a Islamic revisionist. Hagia Sophia was never a church, okay? It was always meant to be a mosque. Oh, you found a clip of me at Sagrada Familia? Jesus Christ.
I just like big titty goth girlfriends. That's what.
This is when I went to Spain with my mother. And we are at the Sagrada Familia back then. Here it is, okay? Look at this.
To the
I just like
Parliament House.
big titty goth girlfriends. That's what I like.
Okay. Well, anyway, so it's about reaching up, as high as possible. What is that?
I'm just laughing because I said nothing. Never mind. Keep going. Sorry.
How's the food? Oh my god, the food. Oh god, it's so good. First night we go to this little ass Osteria. There's so many of these places everywhere, dude. The food is incredible. I mean, the bread for some reason is not salty at all. They don't put any salt in it for some weird reason. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But how's the Mountain Dew there? I don't know cuz I've been drinking wine. Italian food is mid? No, it's not. Oh my god, I had the best ossobuco I've ever had in my life. The bread is really, really plain. That's a Florence specific thing. There's no salt in the bread. I don't know what the fuck that's about. In Florence, it's a tradition to eat saltless bread. Everywhere else, they are normal. Huh, that's interesting. It is weird. It is weird why the bread is saltless here. But the sandwiches, dude. You go to any random ass restaurant, like basically carved out in a cave, okay? In Italy. You go anywhere, the sandwiches
So you're all about
the sandwiches you're gonna have are gonna be some of the best sandwiches. Is the best sandwich. Wait until you have pasta in Italy. Yes, the pasta is incredible, but that's like expected. Also, I've had really incredible pasta in other places too. This is an old clip.
stealing. You're all about stealing intellectual property. That's how I see it.
Shut the F up, dude, okay? I don't want to curse in front of my mom because I'm a good boy.
You have no problem cursing in a church.
Yeah, why the fuck would I care about cursing? Sorry. Apologies, mom.
You had tiramisu in Florence yet? I had one tonight. It was weird. It was like not real tiramisu. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Are you retiring the Italophobia? Bro, are you kidding me? I came here to make my Italophobia more powerful. So if you think I'm going to stop with my Italophobia, let me tell you, I'm unstoppable, okay? I was the gabagool, incredible. Oh my god. Oh, so fucking good, yeah. You look fucked up back then? Yeah, I was, I think it was because me and your mom were fucking a lot. And, she was sucking the life force out of me. Straight from my cock. That's why I looked fucked up back then. Why are you such a Reddit atheist? No, my perspective on dude, my perspective on religion is live and let live. I don't have a problem with that at all. I actually also personally think it's cool that at least there was some kind of some kind of art that they were making. Kill that mosquito. Where's the mosquito? You have a mosquito in your room, man. Rip. What are you talking about? Is this a meme or something? What? I don't know what you're saying. Anyway. How often do you hear Romanian since we're the largest minority in Italy? Most probably you've already been served by a waiter who's Romanian? No. So far, do you prefer France, Germany, or Italy? What? Since you're in Florence, try looking for a spot that serves Chianina. It's a type of huge Florentine steak. It's regional stable there. I think I've had it. Is that a canopy for your bed? Yeah. Found any Roman standards yet? Yeah, always. I'm always looking for Roman standards. Okay, here's a Kaya pup date while I go pee real quick.
Oh my gosh, look at, she's doing that thing where she's like floored. Look at you. Have fun today? Went on a huge walk. Went on the biggest walk of all time. I practiced her training. Hassan was like, you need to practice her off-leash training. And so I did. You know what I did? Okay, so I wonder if she'll do it inside. So she is trained to be off-leash. Okay. Go like this. This. Let's walk. Let's walk. Here, let's walk. I wonder if she'll do it inside. Walk. Walk. She's not doing it right. But I know, look at both of them are just following me. They're just so treat driven. Mika came out of nowhere. Yeah, I think they're both tired. So on the walk, you say, let's walk, and she will instantly go right here to the left side of me. Oh my god, I didn't ask for a handshake. You are drooling everywhere. Oh my god. Hold on, child. Okay. We're waiting in queue. Wow, look. So patient. I have never seen a dog drool this much in my life. It is just coating her coat or with saliva. It's absolutely disgusting. Okay. Sitting. That one. Oh, chill. That one. Okay. Now. Lay down. Absolutely not. Down. Good job. What the was that? Roll over. Roll over. Nope. Lay it down. Hey, don't roll over. That's lay down.
Kaya is the best girl. Is this Hound Down the best clip from yesterday?
Wait, yeah, pull the other way. They just stand there like this. They stand there. Yeah, it's different weight classes. Like, this is, I feel like it's not. Oh my, oh no, oh no. Poor Mika, oh no. No! 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 Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? Kaya unplugged the PC. Am I live? Hello? Refresh? Am I back? I'm refreshing. Okay, we're live. Oh my god. Okay, so I have... She literally ran and unplugged one of the cables. Okay, now! Relax! Stop it!
She's such a menace, dude. Kaya is doing Baki shit? What do you mean?
Okay, the clips, everybody. Is it bad that we died? Like, hey, stop it! Oh,
I hear dogs.
sorry.
Everyone be quiet.
Phil!
Our dogs. Shh.
I'm back.
I hear dogs.
They're just loud as fuck!
Leon, be quiet.
Ray, you're
There's
gonna get
dogs.
us shielded.
They're both dead.
It's funny that Mika thinks like he's got anything. Like it's nice that Kaya lets him play. You know what I mean? Like I feel like she used to be worse with little dogs. And then she started realizing that if she dominates, then like playtime is over. You know what I mean? Small dog energy. They think they can beat anything and anyone. No, Mika is like a very scared dog. Normally.
Yeah, just go to the ship. I'm gonna go check.
Okay.
Don't leave the ship.
Is the fire set near the front? Oh.
What it? They died to the turret again? Is that what it was?
Yup.
Yep.
Kaya is back and huge. This has 44,000 views. What the fuck? Bro. What the fuck? Dude. I'm washed. Kaya clears me. Kaya is a better streamer. She also crashed the Rutina stream. Sorry, only clip I could find is in Spanish Twitter. What the fuck? Otra mano de Kaya, LDPM, dos patas debe ser mayor. It's not even Spanish Twitter, it's Portuguese Twitter. What the fuck? Bro, Kaya is international. Kaya has literally international fans. Wait, what? What happened?
Ah! Holy shit!
Oh god, that scared me. Let me tell you what.
No way!
Hi, baby.
Ah! What the fuck? There's a big ass dog in my room!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, she's
Dude, what the fuck? I swear, she's a cutie pie. She's not like scary. God, she's such a fucking menace. She's such a menace. She is one of the girlies, 100%. She probably loves it. She probably loves being at the house with all the female energy. You know what I mean? Everyone's like wanting to pet her and shit.
knocking it over.
Hey! Holy shit! Oh my god! Dude, my room is not ready to be revealed. It's so messy. It's okay. If it falls, it falls. It's fine.
I got it.
If it falls, it's totally okay. Holy shit, we need chairs.
Oh,
Oh
no,
my.
no, no. Are you?
Oh.
She's as tall as Ray.
Starting the ship, because clearly you lie.
What about
You
what
do we
about
lie?
Celine? What about Celine?
She died to the ghost girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
On thou?
Look how good natured she is though. Look how good natured she is. She's just like she gets carried around.
I know, it was sick. Like, she just freaking appeared and bada bing, bada boom, got her. It was sick.
I knew falling. She
Oh my god.
It was
How did Ray die? Ray, what did you die to? Well, you died to the loop bug. And now I'm starting the ship, because clearly you.
Oh man, rolling over like a champ. Oh no, she's so good. The rollover is like something I have to thank my mom for, because Kaya is such a treat slut that she's such a treat slut, and my mom always gives her treats. So she literally will, around my mom, she will just dive. She will dive into the ground and immediately start rolling over. It's so funny. She just runs up to my mom and will get down on the ground, like jump to the ground and start rolling over immediately. Straight button mashing, yeah.
Lay down. Lay down. Ow. Ow.
Oh, look, she's doing
God.
it.
Ow. Roll over. Roll over again. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over again. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Pink. Pink.
How did you teach her to do this when mom finds the poop sock? I don't know. My dogs did that back to back and threw up. What the fuck is a poop sock? The fact that you don't know means it's good that I haven't clicked on it. It's just a silly thing. But yeah, Kaya seemingly is dominating the internet a little bit right now, which is cool. I miss her. Speaking of dogs, Italy is incredibly dog friendly. It's like to a shocking degree. Almost suspicious how much Italians are they fuck with dogs. Like, it's like weird. Something's up. There are so many dogs. There are so many dogs in the streets. People are constantly walking their dogs, and the dogs are all pretty well behaved too. The dogs are better behaved than the Italians. I will say that much. Like, the Italians, not very well behaved. Dogs, very well behaved in comparison to, like, American dogs. But it is very interesting. It's, like, very dog friendly. People bring their dogs inside stores and stuff, which is cool. But every time I see a dog, I get... People can take it the wrong way. What do you mean? Every time I see a dog, I get very, I get homesick. I mean, we have a common sentiment here that dogs are fascist, so I imagine Italians get along well with them. Wait, what? Cats are fascist more than dogs. What the fuck? Italians worse behaved than dogs should be taken the wrong way. You know? Wait, what? No, it can't be taken the wrong way. Because I didn't say that. Oh my god. Anyway. The food is incredible. The architecture is incredible. I love the dog culture. It's fucking sick. I wish that the clothes would fit me. But unfortunately, they do not. Cats are Leninist Maoist, Gonzalo thought, actually. Yeah, true. Have you visited a bunch of different cities or focusing on one or two? No, we're in Florence for a little bit. And then after Florence, we are going to go to Rome. I don't know. Have you guys heard a little bit of have you guys heard of a little city called Rome? Roma? Rome? Yeah, that's right. That's where we're going to be going to. No Amalfi? No. I'm very excited to go to Rome. To see what the hype is all about. I assume it's exactly like the HBO show I watched, Rome, on HBO. How is Giorgia Meloni? I haven't met her. So, are you going to other EU countries? No. I'm in Florence, and then I'm in Rome, and then I'm back in Los Angeles. You'll find a lot of closed roads because of the Jubilee, though. What? Are you going to go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa? No. So one thing about Italy that I also found out that is like very funny is that Italy was always like a collection of different wealthy cities. Okay? And these guys all like war with one another. And sometimes they directly fought with one another, like, and got into war. But also, like, they've kept up that anger and resentment, I guess. So apparently, like, if you fuck with Florence, like, you don't fuck with Pisa. Okay? Like, all my homies hate Pisa type shit, right? We don't fuck with Pisa at all. We're all fucking Florence guys out here. Okay? Apparently, like, the first guy that built Florence, what's his name? Commodore or whatever? What was his name? Comandante? I forget what his fucking name is. Anyway, the guy was, my mom hired a dude to, no, not Commodus. Some of you guys are just making names up. Okay? Condottiero? I think that might be the guy. I don't remember. Anyway, so like, there's this guy who's like a tour guide that was, you know, telling us all about this shit. And Cosimo de Medici. And apparently, like, the debris over the river made it so that Pisa was no longer, like, by the water or something. And then Cosimo de Medici went and built another port city instead to be like, fuck you to Pisa. And he went and, like, built, what's the other city? There's another city that he built. Livorno. Si. Grazie. Livorno. So he built fucking Livorno to do a big fuck you to the Pisa city. So yeah, that's the type of shit they're on, you know, like ancient feuds, bloodline feuds, and just a shit ton of money. And honestly, I was looking at it and I'm like, God damn, dude. That time, like the Medici time, was the time to be rich. Actually. Like, these guys had it locked down. Jeff Bezos is profoundly fucking wealthy, right? But I feel like if he were to build a monument to his wealth in the same way that these guys did, you wouldn't get the same level of admiration. Like, I was thinking about it a lot, and obviously I talk about this attitude that we have under capitalism, where we think we're totally above monarchies and theocratic era formations. Like, I'm talking just societal attitudes towards those in positions of power, right? Under theocratic monarchies or under feudalism, it was God ordained that the wealthy had to have all of the consolidation of power at the tippy top. Okay? And then now we worship the altar of capitalism, so we now think it's meritocracy. It's not God that gave Jeff Bezos all of that wealth. It's actually wealth that he earned by working really hard, because meritocracy is real. That's what capitalism is all about. And through this meritocratic process, you've basically created an environment where, like, the mega wealthy deserve to be that wealthy, and there's, like, the same level of, like, worship. I mean, this is something I've brought up a shit ton. This is something I've talked about quite a bit, right? But the difference is, like, I feel like beyond the prosperity gospel, beyond, like, televangelists and stuff, there isn't that level of, like, give me this money so I can build this fucking insane church. Give me this money so I can build this insane church that you can maybe go to once every year or once a year. You know, while you fucking starve in the streets. I don't know. Something to think about. But I do feel like you're saying they at least helped art grow. I agree. So there is some good there. I've been gone for an hour and you're still talking about Medici's church law. Yeah, bro. The fucking family had like a 500-year grip on a massively important city for commerce and also like Renaissance. You think that's not significant for like global history? I mean, listen, it is a very Western centric attitude to have to act like they're the most significant, but it's crazy to me to look at that and go, yeah, I can't believe you're still talking about this shit. And it's like, bro, yeah, half of the things that you know and take for granted is a consequence of humanity moving in that direction from this one sliver of time. So yeah, it's pretty big. These motherfuckers own the Catholic. They owned the Vatican, dude. So and near unlimited untaxed income to use for political manipulations. Yeah, those Italian rich guys were more like our capitalists, though. They were more like merchant princes, not landowners. Many of those cities were republics. Yeah. Anyway, did you talk about their war with the ostriches? No, there is an ostrich in the government building, though. Like a taxidermy ostrich in the government building for no fucking reason. Borgias burned down my family's hometown. That's so funny. Like, holding this grudge is such a funny thing. The Borgias burned down my family's hometown, ... And it's like, yeah, bro, that's like, you know, I feel like it's been a while, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Is that an Assassin's Creed reference? I don't know. And I'm literally a third-gen American? Yeah, there you go. Northern Italy actually dislikes Southern Italy because the Northerners contribute the most to the industrial economy. I thought there was more to that hatred in Southern Italy, like racism. I feel like that's a very... The Northern Italians only hate Southern Italians because Northern Italians contribute more to the industry. Is leaving out a lot. It seems. I'm gonna be honest. Qatari dancer. See, right on the money. Speaking of Qatari dancers, Southern Italy. All I'm saying is, I feel like there's a lot of attitude in Northern Italy. All I'm saying is, fascism wasn't just in fascism wasn't just in Germany. Okay, you got to think about that a little bit. You got to think about why. How could that have happened in a place like Italy? I'm just saying, there's a lot of racism in Italy. I feel like Northern Italians see Southern Italians as like an extension of Arabs. Like they're lesser than, they're Muslims. Ew, gross, that type of shit. They also currently have a fascist in power. So there's that too. Have you talked about the amount of people who came from other countries to help Nazi Germany? No. If you want to see Italian Hogs, you should go to the SS Lazio game in Rome. No, I'm good. I'm a Northern Italian here. People of Southern Italy because we need domestic exploitation towards some group, especially since we couldn't even do colonialism right. Gramsci literally wrote a whole ass book on the Southern question. Italy also had the biggest communist party in the Western world, though. Yeah. Rome has a heavy fascist presence. Keep your head on a swivel when you're there. Yeah, I don't think they give a shit, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm just a tourist, just like everybody. I'm just a tourist, just like anyone else out here. I don't think they give a shit. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, oh, this guy is a fucking third-rate e-celeb socialist Twitch streamer. We should go kill him. That'd be pretty funny if that was the attitude that they had. Togliatti and Gramsci both talk about the North's view of the South with regards to fascism. Pretty interesting stuff. Are you planning on going to the Vatican while in Rome? No. Even though the Pope is... Why would I go to the Vatican, dog? We've already taken over. The Pope is gay and woke and a communist. What is this? Austinox post? No, he was just gay. This is weird because it discourages straight women from being strong. It implies that no straight man would like a muscular woman. Do better, Mr. Show. Twitter's the only place... Wait, what the fuck? Dude, Michelangelo is gay as hell, okay? You can't be that much into art and not be at least a little bit bisexual. I'm telling you, Michelangelo 100% would have worn a septum ring if he was around right now. Anyway, you should visit San Gimignano. It's a beautiful city, 1 hour drive from Firenze. No, man. No. Dude, first of all, as I was trying to describe earlier, I didn't plan this trip. You know who planned this trip? My mom. Okay? Which means I have no say in what we fucking do. Because she's already mapped it out. She has an itinerary. Tomorrow we're waking up at like fucking 8 to go and buy with a chef dough so we can make our own pasta from scratch. And like, I'm not filming any of it too. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, are you filming this? Is it for vlog content? No, man, it's just family shit, okay? Now that's way cooler than what the fuck we did today, where we had to basically roll her around, wheel her around the entire city of Florence. You know, and oh, that's the other thing. We did like a 3-hour tour, walked around, and then after the tour was over, we come back to the hotel for like half an hour, and then I get a call in my hotel room, and lo and behold, we're leaving again. Turns out now we're going to the politics area, like the political government building. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. We go to the government building. It closes at 7, right? We're there from 5:30 to straight up. We're there from 5:30 to literally 6:45. And the people that are there, like the workers there, are literally begging us to leave. They're like, you know, it's about to close. Yeah, we close at 6:40 normally, 6:50. And it's just like, I know Europeans don't like working. Like, I know. Nobody wants to work anymore, especially not in Italy. It's like a bit of a meme, but it's also very real. Europeans don't work, right? They don't have that American Protestant work ethic. But like, my mom was really pushing the boundaries of acceptability here. Like, I have never experienced something like this before, where I felt like we were being watched everywhere we went. in the government building, where by the end of it, like we were trying to get to the elevator, and there was like people blocking off our access from both sides, like closing in on us to like be like, all right, you have to leave, you have to leave, you have to leave, you have to leave. Italians literally smoke at the gym. Yeah. But yeah. God damn, I'm tired. They watch your streams? No, they don't. No, I do. I have had a couple Hasanabi heads come up to me, which is funny. Do you miss inhaling all the cigs from the street from literally everyone? No, it's actually surprising that there's not that much cigarette smoking that I've encountered or experienced so far. Yeah, Paris is definitely worse. Black content creator made a video recently about why she refused to travel to Italy again, and one of the reasons was that they were treating her so poorly that a white American made a statement to the people about it. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, I am white, so I haven't experienced that. And I'm like white in an Italian kind of white, so like nobody thinks I look out of place in a place like Italy, you know what I mean? Half the fucking population looks more dark than I am. Yeah, I am very Italian passing. I've been to Rome 3 times and I'm black and I never encountered that personally. I feel like Rome is so tourist friendly that maybe it's different. Anyway, in Italy, treat Italian Americans worse than any other white Americans. Lamau. Are you jet lagged? Yes. Did you get pickpocketed yet? No. I feel like I would have opened up with that if that was the case. It is, they will run up to you and try to sell you selfie sticks and shit. Who? Italians? I have seen the selfie stick situation. Why the fuck? I don't actually understand why the fuck there's so many people. Like, the selfie stick economy is crazy out here. Like, I guess it's selling like hotcakes, okay? Because there are way too many motherfuckers out here selling selfie sticks. I assume people are buying it. But the selfie stick economy works similar to the way that in New York, like, the mixtape economy works, right? Where people will be really pushy, and instead of like trying to soft sell you, it's more like, hey, give me a high five right now. Give me a fucking high five, like, shake my hand, shake my hand, shake my hand. Like, it's like so aggressive, and it's like, no. Like, I don't know you like that. Why the fuck would I shake some random motherfucker's hand in the middle of the street? That's crazy. Why would I do that? Shake my fucking hand right now. You buy this selfie stick. Buy this now. Dudes also try to sell you beads and say they made it just for you. Yeah, I saw that too. Champagne socialists mad at the Italian free market. Yeah, I mean, don't step on the photos on the floor next to Duomo. It's a scam. They put it on the tourist way so they make you pay when you step on it by accident. Yeah, I haven't done any of that. You have to go to Atlantico Vinaio. Hands down the best sandwiches in the world. Dude, everyone, here's what I found out also. Everyone And I mean everyone has a favorite place that they swear by in Italy. And in other places, okay, in other places, usually it's dog shit. Okay? In other places, when you go, oh, dude, I swear I have the greatest, the absolute most goated fucking world famous place. And in Italy, I feel like it's probably real. When someone tells me they have the best place, it probably is the best place. It's so good. A lot of these like hole in the wall places are so fire. This is such a funny meme, but it's such an inside baseball meme, dude. White nationalists visit Italy, gets greeted with Assalamu alaikum. That's such an old Daily Mail article ass meme right there. Who the fuck's gonna know what that's referencing? People are probably gonna think I'm the white nationalist when you look at this meme. Have you been to the Vatican? No. Yeah, most people have no idea what this is. Are you going to Rome via car, train, or plane? Why are you asking me that question? Don't worry about it. I don't like talking that much about my travel arrangements, okay? Have you had a beef stomach sandwich yet? Those are so good. No. Have you seen the video that ranks every female streamer by cup size? No, because I'm not gross. I wish I could hear what you think about Pompeii. It's probably the most fascinating place in the whole country. Oh my god, every single person keeps asking me if I've been to the fucking Vatican. Geopulled video on Italy. All fart sounds. Wet, quick, brap. Thanks, man. Here, take 30 seconds off, dumbass. Enjoy. What's the vibe on the Israeli occupying force genocide in Italy? Dude, ain't nobody in Italy is talking about that. Let me tell you, at least not where I've been. Bro, you so tired? Oh no, I'm dying. I'm like slowly but surely dying. And it's only 10:45 here. Pizzolo is a very good place for pizza in Firenze. Okay. So I'm tired of pretending male and female are the same grug. What? Is the weather okay? It's fine. It's like not... It's not bad. Go to Gusta Pizza in Florence. It's the best pizza you'll ever have, and it's approved by Guy Fieri. Do you like the history of the city or the aesthetic? I don't really care. I don't really care personally about like the Medici or anything like that. I'm not like a big Renaissance guy. However, I will say it's good. I like it. I like Italy. The Via of Ezio Auditore, the one they use as inspiration is in Florence, is called Via di Maiano. Have you already discussed the famed reporter Donny O'Sullivan missing the Los Santos mayoral debate? Yes, man. I'm sorry, because I'm living life, okay? I'm living La Vida fucking Loca. God, don't get pizza anywhere that is not Naples or further south unless it's Pizza Taglio in Rome. Yeah. Have you jumped in the hay piles from tall buildings? Yes. I have. A lot. I just keep going up the tall buildings and then jumping off of them into piles of hay. Can't go to Italy and no pixel. Yeah, the Vatican was kind of underwhelming for me, but the St. Paul Cathedral is truly incredible in Rome. You should just get lost in that city. Have you assassinated any constables? No, I have not. But yeah. Oh my god, it's just hitting me. I'm getting so fucking tired. I like the idea. I like the idea of doing like a gelato stream tomorrow. I might try to do some shit like that. Force Marat to come out with me. And we just rank and tier list gelatos. But yeah. Do you have a nice view? No, I showed it earlier. Quick history of Florence video if you're interested.
Here's a fun history fact for you. Florence is the freaking coolest. Whether you're looking for art, literature, political schemes, larger-than-life characters, things being set on fire, the historical context for the best Assassin's Creed game, or the single greatest dome in history, this city at the beating heart of the Renaissance has it all. Thing is, Florence seems an unlikely candidate for a civilization-changing rebirth of classical glory. Even within Italy, it wasn't nearly the most powerful player on the peninsula. Venice ruled the seas, and Rome held the papacy. So to find out what made little old Florence so special, and to see why their ideas had such a transformative impact on Italian art and culture, let's do some history. This video is brought to you by Audible. More on that later. Florence has a pretty quiet start. First founded by Julius Caesar as a military camp in 59 BC, Florence got caught in the up and down of the Roman and Byzantine empires, eventually getting nominally glomped by the Holy Roman Empire in the medieval period. But the Alps are kind of a pain to cross, and the HRE is closer to an unsupervised geopolitical kindergarten than an actual empire, so Florence and their Italian neighbors were essentially independent, just chilling out by themselves in the quiet Tuscan countryside through most of the Middle Ages. But Florence, as we know it, starts with the adoption of a new constitution in 1293, which outlined a republican system that placed power in the hands of the mercantile and artisan elite. Rather than dumb, stuffy aristocrats, Florence was governed by a citizen signoria, composed of 9 people chosen by the city's guilds, who each served on 2-month terms. These priori worked in tandem with specific side councils like the 10 of War and the 6 of Commerce. It was a small group, but since it rotated so insanely fast, lots of Florentines had a say in how their city worked. While it's certainly no Venetian republic, it got the job done pretty well for the next 2 centuries. Florence also had the good fortune to back the winning side in a power struggle between the Pope in Rome and the Emperor in Germany, so they got the rights to play middleman on papal tax collection. Shiny. It's also during this turn of the 1300s that Florence takes a recognizable shape by spending their newfound wealth on a flurry of construction projects. The government got a new house in the Palazzo della Signoria, and Florence started on the Church of Santa Croce, but by
That's the one I went to, the government Palazzo di Signoria. Right?
far, the most ambitious project was Santa Maria del Fiore, a magnificent new centerpiece church that promised to be the largest in the world. One problem was that the design was so darn big that the architects had no way to actually cap the thing with a dome that wouldn't just collapse under its own weight. And the second problem was a tiny little killjoy by the name of plague. See, for all the cash money that Venetian and Genoese traders brought back to Italy from the Near East, in 1347 they also brought along the Black Death, and a year later its devastation spread to Florence. The population dropped in half, entire families fell off the map, banks disappeared, farms went completely untended, and basically the entire ecosystem of medieval Tuscany collapsed overnight. To paraphrase contemporary accounts, this was un grande oof. But luckily, inconceivable amounts of death.
This is such a YouTube video from a bygone era where the guy says un grande oof. I love that.
Really sets the mood for writing poetry, so it's here that we get Boccaccio's masterwork, the Decameron, an Italian-styled 1001 Nights, except the framing device here is plague instead of princes. At the same time, the poet Petrarch was reinventing lyric poetry through the composition of his personal love sonnets. But we have to jump back half a century to give credit to Florence's greatest poet by far, our boy Dante. Exiled from the city in 1302, Dante soon began composition of his Divine Comedy, an era-defining self-insert fanfic that combined Christian theology with ancient Greek mythology in, dare I say it, an even bolder crossover than the MCU.
Oh my god. Dare you say it, sir. MCU reference, the boldest crossover. This is, oh my god, this is so awesome. This is like such a fucking epic bacon Reddit ass fucking YouTube video. I love it. No disrespect to overly sarcastic productions. This seems awesome.
All of Florence is getting beat up by plague, these 3 smart boys gave the city a head start on rediscovering ancient ideas and blending them into medieval Christian culture with a new focus on individualism. Things started looking up with the capture of Pisa in 1406, which gave the Florentines a direct route to the sea, more tax revenue, and
See, this is what I was talking about. They're like, bro, fuck Pisa. All my homies hate Pisa.
things started looking up with the capture of Pisa in 1406, which gave the Florentines a direct route to the sea, more tax revenue, and on-demand access to history's best architecture meme. And 1 decade later, the Pope awarded the honorable and extremely lucrative right of directly managing the papal treasury to a soon-to-be world-changing family, the Medici. With the enviable job of counting the coins in God's very own pocketbook, this family bank soon became the most influential.
This is their crescent, or crest. 6 balls, which I think is very weird. And apparently we don't know why they got the 6 balls. Some believe it's because they're like old medicine men. Some believe it's supposed to signify oranges. Some believe it's supposed to be like the impact of what it looks like after you like suck out poison. Ironic. You stole that from Anne? No, I stole that from Anne and the tour guide guy. And then the other is the other antiquated belief, which is probably not real. No, it's not from Dragon Ball Z, man, and it's not a spicy meatball. I don't know, some like fucking ancient guy fought a monster who also happened to be a mountain in Italy, and then the monster had a 6-headed like a club, and then when he slammed into the shield, that was the impact crater.
And well-funded in Italy. But the Medici, and the young Cosimo especially, had a uniquely ancient view of wealth, seeing it as a means to glorify both God and Florence through great public works rather than something to hoard in a bank vault swimming pool. Don't get me wrong, these guys lived large and made it known, but they had a refreshingly patriotic attitude towards their wealth and felt a moral responsibility to spend it on Florence's greatness through cultural patronage.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, it's in comparison to like their contemporaries, their counterparts, not contemporaries. Sure. But like looking at it from now, looking at it with my eyes currently, I'm like, these motherfuckers were not benevolent.
For instance, the Duomo wasn't just going to build itself after a century spent domeless, so the Medici financed its completion under the genius architect Filippo Brunelleschi. He invented radical new construction equipment and applied some straight-up wizardry to implement a self-reinforcing double dome, and without going off on a massive tangent, I'd say the results speak for themselves. Good dome. Meanwhile, our boy Cosimo returned from a brief year in exile in 1434 to effectively become the leading citizen of Florence. He didn't fully upend the Republic, but he pulled an Augustus and got really good at encouraging the guilds to appoint agreeable priory to the Signoria. Legal? Yes, but still pretty dubious. But with the funds of the Medici Bank in one hand and the reins of Florence in the other, Cosimo put everything that he had into the care of the city. From public buildings to privately commissioning artists like Donatello to even funding and stocking a public library to make the city's knowledge accessible to all. Cosimo loved the classics, and he even had a chief book scout who went on trips to the Eastern Mediterranean to bring back rare ancient manuscripts from the Greek and Islamic worlds. Cosimo was a
Their PR was crazy, and they passed down a history of some enlightened people, but we all know they were just some rich motherfuckers playing Monopoly in Tuscany. I mean, yeah, but I guess they did advance history quite a bit by doing this shit. It might have been a flex nuts type situation, but like, they did do a lot for the arts.
pretty cool cat, but his grandson Lorenzo took all this Renaissance-y business up to 11. He threw money at artists like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Sandro Botticelli, whose combined talents included painting, drawing, sculpture, architecture, anatomy, and also tanks. Everything Cosimo did, Lorenzo did shinier, and only enhanced Florence's reputation as the place to go for long-lost knowledge and groundbreaking art. The Florentine Renaissance wasn't just about picking up ancient Greco-Roman ideas after a millennium hiatus, but it was a continuation of what Dante had started, of applying ancient culture to a medieval Christian context with a deep focus on individual expression. This wasn't just a rebirth, this was radically new. See, I'm only biased towards liking Florence so much because I'm right. But for all his splendor, Lorenzo's Florence was not without trouble. Half a decade after a mining debacle in Volterra led to the city getting sacked, some conspirators in and around Florence decided that all that Medici banking money would feel a lot better clinking around in their pockets instead. The Pazzi family had already buddied up with Pope Sixtus and swiped the rights to manage the papal treasury, so the next
Fuck these homies, dude. Fuck the Patsies, dude. All my homies hate the Patsy family. You know what I'm saying?
logical step was to assassinate Lorenzo and his brother Giuliano and basically coup their way into ruling Florence. We've all had that thought, right? They'd wanted to kill them both simultaneously during
RIP, I resubbed, but I didn't refresh, so I got clapped for posting a link. Yeah, but at least you won't see the top of the hour ad break right now. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5. Or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or by getting gifted a sub from 34MKD50. That's right. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. $34MKD50. He is one of my wealthy patrons. I am like his Michelangelo. And by that I mean gay as fuck.
a dinner party, you know, in private, but when Giuliano didn't show, they called it off. The only other option was in the middle of Easter Mass at the Duomo. This had the added downside that it's in full view of the entire city and added a lot more complications, causing several conspirators to nope right on out of there. Because murder is fine, but don't make me do it in front of the pretty dome, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's because, like, these guys fucking love religion, dog. And these guys did this shit on Easter Sunday. It's big no-no. Don't do it in front of the pretty dome, please. Not in front of the dome, thank you. No, but like literally. Apparently their tell to pull out the swords was waiting for the priest to put the cross up like this. And then they were like, oh, it's a time. It's a time for the spicy meatball. A time to kill these Medici bastards. Which they did. Except they failed to kill one of them.
And Giuliano was killed, but Lorenzo survived on pure rage and proceeded to purge every trace of the Pazzi and their supporters from the city, confiscating all of their assets as an extra FU. Lorenzo significantly tightened his grip on Florence in the decade following the Pazzi conspiracy, but the power of the Medici began to wane, with their biggest revenue source being soured on account of all that attempted murder. But even with all this conspiratorial turmoil, Florence was starting to have an outsized impact beyond its Tuscan hills, via coinage, language, and all that sweet, sweet art. The gold florin of the Medici Bank became the standard currency across Italy and parts of Europe, and where florins went, Tuscan followed. This dialect was already well regarded in Italy because of Dante, Petrarch, and Boccaccio, but it became a lingua franca because of the far-reaching mercantile influence of the Medici. And soon other cities wanted in on the artistic action as well, so Leonardo got hired by Milan and Michelangelo went to Rome to go paint a pretty roof. When 99% of the Renaissance belongs to 1% of the Italians, we gotta redistribute that, you know? After Lorenzo's death in 1492, the incompetence of his first son Piero got the entire Medici family exiled, and into this power vacuum steps Girolamo Savonarola, a friar with a very particular attitude towards Florence's Renaissance splendor. Burn it down. Savonarola's bonfire of the Van.
Right. You are a fake. Art is a bourgeois decadence. It is too vain. We have moved too far away from God.
Humanities claimed countless artistic treasures in the name of restoring Florence to moral purity, and even the artist Botticelli torched several of his paintings and joined in Florence's collective swan dive back into the Dark Ages. 4 very long years later, Savonarola was burned to death by fed-up Florentines. It's like poetry. It rhymes. And for the next decade and a half, Florence was free of ruling families. In the eyes of one Niccolo Machiavelli, this was Florence in its truest republican form. To mark their newfound freedom, the Signoria commissioned the young Michelangelo to make what would become one of the city's greatest treasures, the David. Beyond being the most iconic work of classical realism, no biggie, this piece directly symbolized...
Gay as hell, dog. Let me tell you something. This guy loved men. Okay? He loved the male body so much. I love that you are now on your Tradcath art. You could not... It's so funny to say this about me. I'm probably less pro-Catholic than I ever have been. I spent pretty much the first hour talking about how insane it is that Catholics just go dig up graves and like chop their fucking like saints into bits and then put it inside of like religious like shit that they build, basically. Like the dome has a golden dome. The Duomo has a golden dome on top of it. And apparently inside of that massive ass golden dome at the tippy top of the Duomo is St. John. And when I say St. John, I don't mean like oh, that's the rumor. Like, no, they got his bones in there, dog. They take these motherfuckers, they chop them up. I didn't know this. It's so crazy. Calm down, I love you was a joke. Car accident survivor podcasters are getting really angry right now. Yeah, like, well, I know you were, okay, let's say you were joking. But there are a lot of podcasters. Podcasters only do 2 different arcs. They either go, oh, I love NATO, and I'm going to assume every fucking liberal, pro-American foreign policy position possible, and spend the rest of my life shitting on, like, every fucking random Tom, Dick, and Harry that I consider to be more left than me because they're the worst problems in America. Or they do the fucking Tradcath shit where they're like, actually, I'm leftist but transphobic because the real working class is transphobic and racist. And then they just become straight up racist. And then they convert to Catholicism for some reason. So yeah, when you make that joke, I'm like, okay, chill, dog. That's not me, okay? Calm down.
Florence's place in the world, as a small player in a field of giants like France, Germany, and the Papal States. But, like David, while Tuscany may have been small, it was far from weak. Ultimately, the Medici weren't out of the picture for too long because Italy became the battleground for Europe's big fancy empires, and in 1512 the Medici were forcibly reinstated as de facto monarchs. People like Machiavelli weren't very thrilled about this, but people like Machiavelli were also tortured into keeping their mouths shut. During their brief exile, the Medici were busy in the Vatican and soon weaseled themselves into the papacy on 2 occasions, first with Leo X and again with Clement VII. In 1532, Clement solidified his family's hold on Florence by appointing Cosimo I as Duke of Florence, officially swapping the republic with a hereditary monarchy. For the next 2 centuries, Medici dukes ruled over all of Tuscany. Though the republic was well and truly dead, and it had never been harder to openly criticize the Medici, Florence's prosperity and artistic excellence didn't miss a beat. Cosimo I politely confiscated the opulent palace of the Pitti family in 1549 and built some sweet new gardens around it.
That's pretty tight too. The Pitti family, so they built like corridors. They built a corridor between the Pitti family home palace and the government building, and it's literally straight up. It's like just a row of buildings that directly tie the government building that I described to you earlier to this fucking palace. And then, but there's a river in between. So what did they do? They built a bridge over the river, okay? And then they decided, and I don't know why this is such a weird thing, but they decided you can only sell jewelry on this river. So they built a bridge, but it's not really a bridge. It's basically a fucking, like, it's like a corridor that they built on top of the bridge. And that's where all the jewelry is sold. It's cool as fuck. I mean, it's still a bridge, which is kind of tight. Actually, they're copying that sentiment from Buddhist wanderers in India with bone relics as a whole lot of rituals. Okay, well, regardless, it's still kind of crazy.
And he hired architect Giorgio Vasari to build.
Yeah, this is the corridor.
A corridor across the Ponte Vecchio to connect Palazzo Pitti with his Uffizi, a massive new administration complex.
Yep. Timing. Yep, straight up. And apparently it's because they had to go through this every day, multiple times throughout the day, and they didn't want to get assassinated. So they were like, let's just fucking connect it with a goddamn corridor. Bro did not want to touch grass. Oh, 100%.
Adjacent to the old Palazzo della Signoria. You might know it today as the Uffizi Gallery, one of the best museums in Europe, no big deal. And 3 decades later, Duke Ferdinand replaced all of the butcher shops on the main bridge with goldsmiths because apparently Florence wasn't visibly rich enough yet. But probably my favorite product of the Grand Duchy is the Medici chapels at the back of the church.
And to this day, it's only jewelers there. Like, that entire bridge is just jewelers.
Church of San Lorenzo. Take a wild guess at why I like it so much. The centerpiece is the Chapel of the Princes, a towering mausoleum built for the Medici.
So this is the one I was talking about. This shit's crazy, bro. This is the one that the outside, Michelangelo just kind of gave up on the outside of it. But the inside of it is fucking insane.
Grand Dukes. It's incredibly swanky in there, but most hilariously, it's still under construction. The entire line of Medici Dukes died out before the ceiling even got its fresco, and that only happened because the lead architect was bullied into ditching his plans for a lapis lazuli mosaic and just putting something on the damn roof already.
So here's the other part about this. There's like tapestry inside of this thing that is literally not even painted. There's you can't see it in this photo. I took a photo of it. Oh, I think I posted it. Here, I'll show you. God, I'm teaching you guys so much about art history. It's fucking nuts. It's not fabric. No. No. It's a mosaic. Look at this shit. Stealing art? Yes. I stole from the Medici family by taking a photo. Here. Look at this. Look. This shit right here, what I'm pointing to with my mouse cursor, that right there, folks, apparently, that right there is not painted. Each individual piece, including the lapis lazuli that you can see here, the blue, okay? Each individual piece is not painted at all. That's all fucking mosaic with rare stone. They painted this with stone, with gems, okay? And they wanted to do that to the top of it too. Bro, is it me or does this shit look kind of gaudy? I don't think so. I mean, the amount of fucking work that people put into it is crazy. Someone said, that's just pixel art, my dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Alright. You guys are fucking heathens, dude. You're crazy. I mean, it is gaudy. I think you're right. It is gaudy for sure. But it's like the invention of gaudy. Anyway, a dying art. What's Gaudi? Antonio Gaudi, famous sculptor, and architect. I'm kidding. Well, he is an architect, but that's Gaudi is a word. It means like overly flashy. But also, Gaudi is a famous architect that constructed a shit ton of stuff in Barcelona. If you've ever been to Barcelona, you can tell by the fact that I'm saying Barcelona that I've been there. Okay, you 100% stole that from Ane. Bro, my mother did not invent the history of art. She is but a mere art history professor. She did not invent art history. What the fuck is wrong with you? I am a little bit more learned on this subject matter as well. Yes, I learned a lot from her. But also, I have been to a lot of these places too. Oh my fucking god. Chat literally be like, dude, you're just stealing information from your doctor mom. She did invent me, that's true, technically. She did. It's such a weird thing to be like, wow, dude, I can't believe you're quoting basic art history shit.
Jumping back a century, Cosimo expanded Florence's horizons by conquering the Republic of Siena and building a naval base on the island of Elba. Florence's golden age at the forefront of history was certainly behind it, as the Renaissance had long since spread to the rest of Europe, and Florentine prestige had waned in comparison to these big shiny empires, but Florence was still prosperous, beautiful, and most importantly, in one piece. Rome, for one, could not say that last bit. But at the end of the day, Machiavelli's worst fears about a Medici monarchy would come true, as the last two Medici Grand Dukes were the worst crossover of lazy, spendthrift, and repressive, leaving Florence weak and nearly bankrupt. After them, Tuscany was swiftly gobbled up by the soon-to-be Archduke of Austria and Holy Roman Emperor. For the sake of narrative convenience, and also because European imperial politics are far too complicated for how boring they are, I'm going to fast forward a century here to 1859, when Tuscany happily jumped on board the Italian unification bandwagon and annexed themselves to the growing Kingdom of Italy. Florence even served as the kingdom's capital for a few years before the final conquest of Rome in 1870. After joining the kingdom, the Tuscan dialect soon became the basis for Universal Standard Italian, and Florence gave many of its most famous churches some finishing touches, which is to say, the front. Yeah, so as it happens, Santa Maria Novella was the only major church to actually have a finished facade since the Renaissance. The Duomo was basically faceless until the 1800s. But now that it's actually done, I think it's a
The only church that's still remaining as like faceless is the one with devoid of the facade, is the one that you saw the inside of. That's like crazy.
really neat touch that the red, white, and green color scheme of the cathedral is a perfect Italian tricolor. Mwah. So, with all this history behind us, we've got to answer our starting question. Why did the Renaissance start in Florence? Well, if it started anywhere else, it wouldn't have been the Renaissance. This movement was about rediscovering the ancient world in service of humanism, and what Florence may have lacked in power compared to its neighbors, it more than made up for in its peace.
Yeah, classical knowledge was still widely circulated in Ireland, the Byzantine Empire, and the Muslim world, and Sicily and Venice were melting pots of Eastern and Western cultures during the earlier Middle Ages. Florence, however, fundamentally changed both the focus of arts and the system of its creation by basically taking all that and bringing it back to the fucking Western dogs. Rediscovering the classics. Firenze. The Medicis also famously brought to the Western world inventions such as the fork. These motherfuckers weren't using forks, dog. Think about that. That's why, like, at least I guess, like, being of Turkish background, it's like, I always have talked about here in America, at least to my American audience, about how like the Islamic Golden Age carried big time. Like big time carried for a while when Europe was just, not doing great. Rediscovering? You mean translating them from Arabic? Yeah.
People. From the great Medici patrons to their multi-talented creators, Florentines worked together over the course of centuries to push the boundaries of what was considered possible. And in doing so, they made Florence the world's capital of artistry. And honestly, I don't think we should have expected any less for a city whose name literally means flourishing. Cosimo's Public Library brought valuable knowledge to the people of Florence, and if you too want direct access to a world of literature, then you may be interested in today's sponsor, Audible. With enough audiobooks to make even the most seasoned of Renaissance Florentine scholars faint, Audible is the #1 source for all of your literary listening needs. Let's say you're walking home from the store and you want something insightful to listen to. Well, boom, Audible. Maybe you're at home making some food and you want a little something to stimulate your mind as you watch the spaghetti boil?
Ethical
Blammo.
Reacts from fucking 5 years ago. This guy's Audible contract
If you want to
was
learn
run
more,
up a
what you
long
gotta
time
do is
ago.
throw on this audiobook while playing through. Audible members who sign up get a credit for any audiobook completely free every month, as well as 2 free Audible originals per month and additional discounts in the store. And just in time for the holidays, Audible is offering a half-price deal for your first 3 months if you sign up with our link on audible.com/overly-sarcastic or text
this link
overly
probably
sarcastic
doesn't
to
work anymore. A lot of it is because of the influence of the Catholic Church. In the Dark Ages, there was an attitude in Western Europe that the world was literally hell and not worth learning about. The Renaissance was a return to human curiosity. I do think it's pretty funny. To consider some of the things that they didn't find out until much later. Like, the reason why a lot of the marble statues were just simply white was because they thought they were white because they were white when they recovered them. Except now we know that they were painted. Except 90% of the world still thinks that they were white. So it doesn't even matter. It's really fascinating to think about that, like, how you can forget things, or at least like how certain things are commonly known, and it's just out there for you to find out. Like, information is out there for you to figure out and find out, and yet we still keep misinterpreting historical facts over and over again. Many people in this chat, probably until this very moment, did not know that in the Roman era, the statues were not actually, the marble statues that you look at from the Roman era were not actually white and marble, but they were actually painted. This is like when Twitter users found out Tracer never had an ass. Dude, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah. Warhammer figure painting really more Roman than museums? Yeah. The statues also had feathers. I think you're talking about dinosaurs now, which is another historical fact, I guess. It is important to know that the Romans greatly paganist Christianity. Wait, what? The fuck does that even mean? Did you go to the Leaning Tower and make that awkward pose holding it for a photo? No. That's not an accurate take he gives. That's teleological reasoning. Renaissance wasn't applied as a term until the 19th century by Jacob Bruckhard. The medieval Islamic and Far Eastern worlds were artistically and philosophically sophisticated, like you said. Nothing was essentially lost, and rebirth is a misnomer. No, it's a profoundly Eurocentric attitude. Another fun Eurocentric attitude is the idea that the Byzantine Empire is separate from the Roman Empire. Although there are separations from the Roman Empire, the Byzantines themselves consider themselves to be the continuation of the Roman Empire. And yet, because they were conquered by the Ottomans, the European historians wanted to separate the Byzantine from the Roman Empire because they did not want to think that a Muslim empire was able to take down the Roman Empire, which is why they say it's totally separate. That is literally like the Byzantines did not make such distinctions. They were like, no, we're the continuation of the Roman Empire. In the same way that like the Roman Empire was separated into different territories throughout its history, that is not the reason, my man. What is the reason? Yeah, it's not. They called themselves Roman. The Dark Ages get their name from a lack of sources, not necessarily a trek backwards from the age of Romans. The split between Rome and Constantinople in 1054 AD, known as the Great Schism, was a combination of theological, political, and cultural differences that have been brewing for centuries. The primary theological issue was the question of the authority of the Pope in Rome. Yes, Orthodox Christians, the Byzantines were Orthodox Christians, whereas the Romans were Catholic, or I guess they were just Christians. However, once again, the religious differences do not account for the fact that they literally were they consider themselves to be Roman, and everyone around them considered themselves to be Roman. Anyway, the Byzantines are just the reskin of the older Roman Swooty. Overly sarcastic myth or classics videos are goated. This part is also true. The Ottoman Empire technically considers itself as a continuation of the Roman Empire. Mehmet the Conqueror called himself Kayseri Rum. Turkish people also took over a lot of the Roman symbolism as their own. The current Turkish flag and the flag of the Seljuks is from the Roman Empire symbolism too. But obviously that doesn't matter because they're Muslim, so it's not. Have you been to that famous sandwich shop? I don't fucking know what famous sandwich shop you're referencing. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys a brief update. I'm fucking dying. I'm gonna end the broadcast now. I'm very tired. Everyone considered themselves a continuation of the Roman Empire. To be honest, the French and Germans did as well. It's not that late for me here. It's only 11:26. But I am very, very tired. Because I've been up. I didn't sleep a lot last night. And I've been up since 8 a.m. as well. Or 7 a.m. So, just wanted to give you guys a fun little update about what's going on. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a longer stream with the IRL component in it as well. Maybe we'll get to go and try out the different gelato. The gelato in Firenze. And we have the pizza Oh my god. What the fuck's going on? Why isn't this... You going to the Gucci store? I went to the Gucci store. I went to a bunch of different stores. I don't fit into shit. Get bocce and panettone is eaten around Christmas. I know. I had a little bit of panettone last night. It was so good. Why are you in Italy? Because I'm a fucking normal human being with a family who likes to travel sometimes. And I wanted to take my family on a vacation. That's why. Because I think people forget that, like, I'm a human. Okay? I have loved ones. And... I'm not just a guy that you see on camera. I'm a guy that you see on camera. I was just curious. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being too rough on you. You're right. Okay? But it's technically a vacation. Anyway, love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Peace, everybody. Peace from Italy. From Firenze. Bye-bye.
Damn, this guy's good.